Hey everybody, it's Jeff and Corbin. You say hi. You say hi. Hi. So we're on a bit of a mission today, aren't we, bud? We're doing a bit of measurements. Yeah, I don't know what the twins are doing. They just got done learning area and perimeters and stuff like that, and they always say, "Gosh, Dad, why do I got to learn this stuff in math?" Well, homestead life, example 101. We are completely and utterly blessed. We have a farm that is right down the road from us, literally a 30-second drive. There's only a 7-acre, 8-acre parcel of land in between theirs and ours. And they've got 35 acres of pasture. And not just pasture, but pasture that hasn't been touched in years, like 5 years. And when it was done before that, it was done organically. So we are coming into essentially a gold mine for us. We're absolutely in love with what this looks like. But the only thing is, it doesn't have any fencing. So we are taking our little measurement tool here, and we're trying to figure out what the perimeter is of this field. That way we can figure out what we need to do in terms of investing into fence posts and fencing. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. It just goes and goes and goes. Again, 35 acres of exactly what we need for our homestead that our property does not have. We could not be any luckier to have this amazing opportunity. You're excited too? Nice. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put together a exterior fence. Obviously, as I was mentioning, we're trying to figure out how many fence posts and all that. And so we're going to put the perimeter fence up. But we do not subscribe to just a open pasture mentality for our cattle. What we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be doing tight rotations. So we'll have a permanent fence that we'll put up, but then on the interior of the field, we will have electric fencing that will move every day, every other day, and then that will be the, I guess we'll call it the system, philosophy, maybe that's a better term, of what we're going to end up doing. And we firmly believe that that is best for all things. It's best for the animals. They're constantly moving, so they're never going to be in a spot where they have to worry about parasites. They're constantly going to be moving, so they're going to truly eat down the pasture. In other words, they're not going to cherry pick the just the best of the best in terms of grass and leave the rest, because what that does is just leaves the weeds and the other undesirables that'll end up overtaking and dominating, and we don't want that. We want everything to kind of grow up together and then ultimately be regenerate on its own. We'll come through and we'll do some cover crops. So we'll come through and do some new grass seeds, and just hopefully that the constant impact, the disturbance that these animals will have, that'll generate a great opportunity for this to regenerate, because it's been a few years since anything's been planted. We've driven by it the last couple of years. It grows just fine, but it'll be a great opportunity for us to get exactly what we're looking for that lush pasture healthy pasture, both for the land as well as our animals. So we're excited. It's going to take a lot of work. We're doing a lot of steps. It's going to take a lot of posts being pounded into the ground, a lot of barbed wire being run, and then once we think we're done with that, then the heavy lifting comes in, where it's rotating the cows on a daily basis. So it's going to be a lot of work, but in the end, it's going to be best for everybody involved, including the cattle, the property, and then ultimately, hopefully, that turns into better production for our meat. And it's a win-win-win situation. So we got to get back to it. I was getting a little winded after trekking through some different spots, because they had done some clearing out, trimming along the edges, selective cutting, because I think they have like an extra 80 acres here, and so there's a lot of debris, and we kind of ran through that a little bit. So I had to take a second to stop the bouncing, catch my breath, but I hope that this is exciting for us. I hope this can be an inspiration for you guys, and that you can realize that even if you don't have the land, you've got the capability of doing this. Joe Salatin says it all the time. Find land, rent land. You can do whatever you want, as long as you are just determined and willing to do it. And this is an opportunity for us to grow our herd way larger than what our property can sustain, and to do it in an economical way, as opposed to just buying hay and having to pay top retail prices for that. It's just not it's not realistic. So we're gonna get back to it. You ready? You want to get back to it? Should we keep going? Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Have a blessed day.